So let me show you the cues. So when I traded it the first time in here, let me get you a little more granular. I was looking for this area to break. This right here is what caught my attention. I was trading a 10 lot feeler to see if I was in the right spot. You guys saw me say, okay, I'm not in the right spot. This wasn't the trigger yet. I closed it. I took like, I don't know, a couple of $100 loss. And then I kept looking, and all of this chop was all lunchtime. So when I saw this area finally start to crack, I just bought 100 lot. Because I already knew and know from experience when I try to play this type of a move in the past. Number one, I had the sweepers on my side in a market that had a really nice gap up and pop. I tried once, and when it moved away from me, it didn't move away from me and reclaim these highs and move higher. So already in my head, I'm thinking this is suspect. The Q bears started to show up in here, started to show up over here, started to show up over here. And then it just chop, 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 chop. And then as it started to break, I just looked for this midpoint to break, which was like right over in here. So right over in here is where I got long with 100 lot. And then on the flush, I just start taking them off in 25s, 10s, 15s, like whatever looks good, right? But for me, I did it in quarters. So I took off 25s, right? So I took off 25s in 3. And then I had a stop. I don't remember what it was, 2 or 3. I forgot what I put up there. And so on this move back up, I got stopped out, but I was stopped. It was a profitable stop or a profit stop. So I did not catch this. I caught this, which is fine for scalping because it's really hard to get all of the move if you're scalping. So Leah, like I said, I didn't scale because I was looking for, because of the move, I was thinking they're gonna flush it. And if they're gonna flush it, it'll happen quick. And I probably won't get too much of a chance to add. So, 100 lot at like $1.50 something like that. So from a scalp perspective, 15 grand of risk for it either works or it doesn't in a very quick amount of time is worth the risk reward for me. Well, I don't know where you were when I said, yeah, listen, don't beat yourself up. That's not easy to do. I might make it look or sound easy, but it's not. And one of the reasons that I'm scaling out of that thing so quickly is because, you're if it's 15 grand and I know that if I'm stupid, that 15 grand could go to zero, I'm looking to make sure that I protect it, which means I'm gonna have an itchier trigger finger. And as soon as it starts going my direction, I'm gonna start taking some of it off. Because how many times have we seen in strong markets where towards the end of the day, they pull it only to just bounce it right back up in your face, right? That's what makes the scalp difficult. And that's why oftentimes you don't see me get the entirety of a move. I get a piece of the move, but I don't get all of it. And when my deck reaches a size to where I just don't care, then yeah, you'll probably see me stick around, but I'm not at that level. I don't have a $5 million deck. I should say I don't have a $5 million trading deck. No. So Joey, what I was looking for was a break of this. So if here's your A leg, here's your B, here's your C. I was looking for the D leg. I was thinking this would be the D leg. I was looking for this area, this midpoint to be broken. So the other pattern that people might refer to this as would be an M pattern, right? So here's your M. And here I was looking for flush to form that pattern. So for me, all I was looking at was pattern recognition, right? This area didn't break. I jumped in early with the feelers, and I did so because I saw this pattern and because I saw sweepers coming in. It had nothing to do with the VWAP for the day. It had everything to do with this pattern and me just seeing sweepers coming in and saying the Qs just had a really nice move. So did SPY, so did everything else. Did they have people trapped? If so, can I catch the flush? And then I couldn't, I had to cover here, and then I had to wait. And more Qs showed up. And when this move happened, I was close again, but I was waiting for this area to get challenged. It moved back up again. And then on this flush, as I saw it get past here and come into this area, I was like, this is where I'm comfortable taking risk. And then I got this flush. But you saw me, I legged out. I took a quarter off. I took a quarter off. I took a quarter off. And then I took a half off. I took a half off. I took a quarter off. And then on this move back up, I had a stop, a trailing stop. And I got stopped out. Like I said, what I did not do was come back to this anchor and look at this anchor and say, okay, I crossed back above, but if it comes back down again, I could get a second bite at the apple. But we were dicking around with Tesla at that point.